Welcome to Vacuum Wars and to our review of the MOVA X4 Pro. This is one you're really going to want to pay attention to because right now it's ranking number 4 on the Vacuum Wars Top 10 Hard Floor Cleaners list on our website. We bought the MOVA X4 Pro with our own money, put it through all of our tests, and what we found is that for a lot of people, this might actually be the smartest buy on the entire list. So, links are in the description and let's get started. First, the basics. The MOVA X4 Pro is a cordless hard floor cleaner or vacuum mop combo. It works just like a regular vacuum. You fill the clean water tank with water and the included solution, turn it on, and vacuum back and forth like usual. The soft roller is constantly being sprayed with clean water, and a squeegee pulls the dirty water off the roller as it mops, sending it to a separate dirty water tank. So, it really does vacuum and mop at the same time. It can handle dry debris and light everyday stains equally well. It can technically be used on rugs in a pinch, but we don't recommend using it for serious rug cleaning. It puts down water and doesn't provide a deep clean on fabric surfaces. When you're done, it has a self-cleaning cycle, though you'll still need to dump and rinse the dirty water tank afterward. Starting off with the pros. Let's start with the single most important test we do, and where the MOVA X4 Pro really makes its case. In our stain test, we use each machine exactly as directed to clean dried-on, pre-made, cold-pressed coffee stains of varying difficulties and point values. The test has 4 rounds with 2 timed passes per row each round, and the machine earns more points the earlier it removes each stain, out of a maximum of 208 points. The MOVA X4 Pro scored 159 points, which is well above our running average of 139 points. Now, here's where it gets really interesting. The number 1 machine on our top 10 list, the Tenneco Floor 1 S9 Artist Steam, scored 151 points in the same test. The MOVA X4 Pro, at nearly half the price, actually scored higher on stain removal. The Roborock F25 Ultra, our number 3 pick, scored 141 points. The MOVA beat them both. However, as we've learned over the years, stain removal alone doesn't tell the whole story. A machine can score well on this test if it simply puts a ton of water on the floor, which you don't actually want because it leads to streaking and long dry times. The goal is a machine that removes stains efficiently without soaking the floor. So we also measure how much water is left behind using a paper towel that we weigh before and after the test on a very sensitive scale, which gives us a water penalty score. The MOVA X4 Pro left behind exactly 1 gram, right in line with the average. The Tenneco S9 Artist Steam left only 0.4 grams, and the Roborock F25 Ultra left 0.8 grams. So both do a better job of keeping water off the floor, and that is reflected in our combined mopping performance scores. We combine the stain score and the water penalty score into one overall mopping performance number. The MOVA X4 Pro came in at 162.75 points, well above the average of 115 points. The Tenneco S9 Artist Steam leads this category with 175 points, followed by the Roborock F25 Ultra at 151.5 points. So while the MOVA doesn't top the combined mopping score, it sits comfortably above the Roborock and well above the field overall. For the price, that's an impressive result. The MOVA X4 Pro also has a solid self-cleaning system. After each use, you set it on the dock, press the button, and it runs the water through the brush and internal tubing to clear everything out. It then uses heated air to dry the roller so it doesn't stay damp or start to smell. This hot air roller drying feature is something you used to only see on much more expensive machines. It makes for a far more hygienic setup than older hard floor cleaners. As long as you empty and rinse the dirty water tank afterward, overall maintenance is very easy. For the price, the MOVA X4 Pro also packs in a lot of features. It has a dirt detection sensor that detects debris and automatically adjusts power levels. It has dual side edge cleaning, so the brush roller gets very close to walls and baseboards on both sides of the floor head, the same as the Tenneco S9 Artist Steam and the Roborock F25 Ultra. It has LED lights on the floor head to help you spot debris you'd otherwise miss. It has an anti-hair wrap system to catch hair and keep it from tangling on the roller. It lays fully flat to get under low furniture, something earlier generations of these machines couldn't do because tilting them too far would cause the dirty water tank to spill. And it has a voice assistant. It's cordless, which is the strongly preferred experience with these machines. And it has a maximum runtime of 45 minutes, which is above the roughly 37-minute average we typically see with hard floor cleaners. Plenty of runtime for most homes. Moving on to the cons. The MOVA X4 Pro weighs 5,314 grams, about 11.7 pounds. That's above the average weight of 4,670 grams we see across the category, making it noticeably heavier than average. And unlike the Tenneco S9 Artist Steam and the Roborock F25 Ultra, it does not have self-propel. There's no motorized assist to help push and pull it, which means the extra weight is felt a bit more during use. That's a real trade-off, and it is worth noting, especially compared to our #1 pick, which, despite being heavier, has self-propel to compensate. Its tank size is 0.76 liters, which is slightly below the 1 liter average. While this isn't the smallest water tank we've ever seen, if you're cleaning a larger area, you can expect to have to empty and refill the tank more often. The MOVA X4 Pro has an LED screen rather than a full LCD display. You still get useful status information, but you won't get the rich real-time readouts, things like exact battery percentage and detailed sensor feedback, that you get on the LCD screens of the Tenneco S9 Artist Steam. The Roborock F25 Ultra also has only an LED screen at its price, so the MOVA is not alone there, but it is a step down from the Flagship experience. The MOVA X4 Pro doesn't have Wi-Fi connectivity. Both the Tenneco S9 Artist Steam and the Roborock F25 Ultra have Wi-Fi and app control. For most people, that's not a deciding factor, but if you want remote monitoring or app integration, this isn't the machine for you. And the MOVA X4 Pro does not have steam. The Tenneco S9 Artist Steam uses steam at around 320 degrees Fahrenheit to help break down tougher, stuck-on stains and sanitize floors without relying solely on cleaning solution. The Roborock F25 Ultra also has steam. For the price, the MOVA isn't expected to have it, but it's worth knowing what you're trading away. What is interesting though, is that the MOVA still scored higher on our raw stain test than both steam machines. So, for everyday cleaning, the absence of steam doesn't seem to be a practical disadvantage. So after adding up all the scores, the MOVA X4 Pro ranks #4 on the Vacuum Wars Top 10 Hard Floor Cleaners list. Its combined mopping performance is well above average and comfortably beats the Roborock F25 Ultra. And its reliability numbers, just 6% one-star reviews, are the best of these three by a wide margin. Yes, it's heavier than average and doesn't have self-propel to compensate. It trades away auto-adjust, Wi-Fi, steam, and a full LCD screen compared to the pricier options. But those trade-offs allow it to come in at roughly half the price of the Tenneco S9 Artist Steam and significantly less than the Roborock F25 Ultra. If you want a flagship-level cleaning performer with excellent reliability and most of the premium features that actually matter in daily use, and you don't want to pay flagship prices, the MOVA X4 Pro is a genuinely outstanding value and one of the most compelling options in this entire category right now. Links in the description to the MOVA X4 Pro and to our top 10 hard floor cleaners list on our website, where you can see how it stacks up against the full field. And be sure to subscribe to Vacuum Wars before you leave. Thanks for watching.
Vacuum Wars independently tests new vacuums year-round, and the links in the description are updated regularly to reflect our latest top picks across multiple categories. You'll also find detailed rankings on the Vacuum Wars website, including our top 20 robot vacuums, top cordless vacuums, and more. Every review here is unsponsored, just honest results. Subscribe so you never miss one, and tap the next video to keep watching.